It's Week 11 of the National Football League.
And we've got Tavarius Ward, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season.
It's the 49ers and the Seahawks.
All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game in these types of situations?
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Howell. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Off play action. It's Howell. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Powell. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw it. He'll find Metcalf. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Purdy now to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Throw left side complete. That's Willis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Purdy looking to throw. That's good. And he lost the football. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here is 3rd down and 4. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Fights him off. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy sets up to throw again. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Here's Purdy.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Walker hit and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Into space at the 45.
And finally brought down at the 38. 36 yards on the play.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Walker.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Howell down to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Myers' kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd down and 1. Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Howell. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Howell looking to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Howell from the gun.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Dwayne Eskridge.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are once again back in front.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Throwing here, Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's Howell. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Back to throw, Howell.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And Howell will throw it. He completes this to Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Howell.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
D. Eskridge.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it.
And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now Purdy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Purdy looking to throw.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Chuck?
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
2nd and 6. Purdy will look to throw again here.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Purdy.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will tie us at 24. That time a 6-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy from the gun. This ball is caught. He's got Debo.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Debo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the 49ers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Walker with another carry.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
Shreds the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Fighting through. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Howell now to throw it.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a 1st down. Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball, all the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Throwing here, Howell.
And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And he fires one incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Purdy. That's caught by Jennings.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. In motion, the tight end.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Howell. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Back to throw. Howell.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And Howell will throw it. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. It's caught. Lockett.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Howell to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because